Hi, my name is Natalia, and today I'm going to be talking about how having a pet can help someone with depression. So, to start off, have you ever just came home from a really bad day? And if you do have this pet, then you might know this feeling. But you're sitting there with your pet, and you just start petting your pet. It might be 5 minutes, might be 2 minutes, but you're just petting your pet, and then you just feel this big relief come off your chest from just petting the pet and your pet just being there. And it's not just in your head that this big relief just came off of you. There has been actual research done that by petting a pet for 5 to 10 minutes can help release stress off your body and lower cholesterol, I believe. So today I want to talk about how people with depression they take things to fight the depression, and they take medication, they go to therapy, even though that might help the simple stuff. Having a pet can make a huge difference, and today I'm going to be talking about why having a pet can make a big difference. And I'm going to be sharing why it makes a big difference, and I'm going to be talking about how they are a big emotional support, how they can add a big routine to your day, and how they can make you feel less alone. So first off, emotional support, pets love you no matter what. They're gonna care for you even if you're sad, even if you're tired, if you're not able to talk. They're always gonna be there for you regardless of the state that you're in. And then you're always going to have a pet to cuddle with. They're always going to be happy to see you. So if you had a bad day and you're going to come home, you're always going to have that pet waiting for you at your door. And according to NAMI, pets give people a reason to get out of bed, and it gives them a reason to add to their routine. And when you're feeling really low, you have something that counts on you, and that just makes you feel like you are cared of. And next, having a pet can help you build a routine. People who have depression, it's hard for them to have a schedule, and it's hard for them to do day-to-day things. So by having a pet, you have to get out of bed, you have to walk them, you have to clean them, you have to look after them. So if a person has depression and they have a pet, it will motivate them to get out of bed and do all these things with their pets. And people don't realize that pets they are a responsibility, but they don't have to be a big responsibility, but they have to be taken care of. And going on walks with your dogs, that might get you out of the house, and that might get you outside of the house and talking to other people, and people don't realize that. And another thing is that having a pet can um, help you fight loneliness, because when it's just you and your pet, you guys are together and you guys are not lonely. And sorry, my notes turned off. And you're always gonna have that pet company regardless of what's going on around you, and you're always gonna have them to listen to you, and they're never gonna judge you. And there is this book called The Healing Powers of Pets, and in that book it talks about how people's lives have really improved by having that pet spawn, and it's a real life. And I have experienced that bond with a pet because I have a cat, and I feel like me and him have a different bond than what anyone in my family does, because his bond is stronger with me than with anyone in my family. So I can relate to this, and I can say that it's real. So now that I know that some people say that having an animal is a really big responsibility, but it doesn't have to be, because you don't have to have this big energetic dog. You can choose what type of animal you want. You can have a you can have a calm, relaxed dog. You can have a cat. You can have a fish, a guinea pig. You can have whatever you want. You get to pick the animal you want. You get to pick the level of comfort there that you want, and you get to pick what works best for you. So, to wrap this all up, pets are not just animals. They, at the end of the day, they get to become a really big part of our lives, and they become our best friends. They get to become our part of our families, and they become a part of our routines. And if you or anyone in your family are struggling with depression, you can always consider adopting a pet. And or if you can adopt a pet, you can always go to the support pets program, and that connection might make a really big difference. But yeah, thank you for listening.